So starting off this video, I did get a question. Somebody asked, why have you not done face cam in a while for your videos? Listen, it's not because I looked like a caveman, who you might want to call animal control, because my hair was crazy. Okay, it's not that. I got a haircut, guys! Hey, look at me! Yeah, no, I needed a haircut, but it was just because I moved my computer around, so my webcam, I was waiting for a new webcam to come in. There we go, baby. So with that being said, guys, why face cam's coming back. I know my gorgeous face. There you go. Anyway, let's talk about this. PFF posted 8 coordinators who could make headlines during the 2024 NFL season. And here's one I will say they're not going to list, okay? Frank Pollack. You might say, well, Frank Pollack's kind of trash, my guy. What are you talking about, Frank Pollack? Here's the thing. If our offensive line this year if it finishes top 10, top 5, Frank Pollack is going to be looked at as an amazing offensive coordinator. Even though you might say, well, the only one he really has to develop, sorry, my nose, is going to be Cordell Volson because Teddy K's already developed, Trent Brown's already developed, Kappa's already developed, and Orlando Brown Jr. is already developed. That is correct, but that's just not how it looks. That's not how, life goes in the NFL. The NFL looks at it as that offensive coordinator did a really good job. And you know what's funny? If we have a top 5 offensive line, Frank Pollack might get a coordinator job somewhere. There might be a team desperate enough to go and hire Frank Pollack if we have a top 5 offensive line. So that's someone I think could make headlines. If our line is good enough, he could definitely make headlines this upcoming season. Anyway, though, let's see who they say. So, Zach Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons. Is he their, if any, coach? Okay, he's the offense coordinator. They got a quarterback in Kirk Cousins. They got Bijan in the backfield. Obviously, they picked up Darnell Mooney this offseason. Yeah, they have a good team. They really do, so okay. Chicago Bears, it is their defense coordinator. Offensive coordinator? With Caleb Williams, and I honestly don't even think it's Caleb Williams, really. It's going to be the fact they have Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, who is a really good 1-2 punch at wide receiver. Yeah, I could see them making headlines for that said reason. I think they're going to make headlines no matter what, because it's Caleb Williams. Everyone likes him. Everyone's interested in him. Everyone wants to see how he does. So he's automatically going to get headlines for that reason. Ryan Grubb. Is this... Okay, it's this coordinator. So it's not just offense coordinators. So this is just a random quinkadink that it's all been offenses so far. Grubb has been one of the nation's best offenses in Washington. So he's a college guy coming to the NFL, which we've been seeing a lot of recently. So this is really not that surprising. But I don't know how well that Seahawks offense is going to do. It really comes down to 2 different players, K9 and Geno Smith. And I think Geno might have popped his chair a little bit too early, but we'll see. Miami Dolphins. Okay, here we go. Defensive coordinator, baby. Which, yeah, that Miami Dolphins defense is freaking ferocious. They got Ramsey, they got Fuller, they got Poyer. They picked up Poyer this offseason. Holland, Walker Jr., Chubb, Barrett. They have a lot of great players on that defense. So I'm not surprised that, he would make headlines. It's some point where it's like, if the team is good enough, and I don't like to completely take away from the coach or the coordinator entirely, but if the team is good enough, it gets to a point where it's kind of hard for the coordinator to mess it up, It becomes a mentality of well, how can you mess this up? Right? That's kind of how I look at it. It's how can you mess this up? And at some point, you kind of can't. There's somebody you could, but you usually can't. Jeff, not Robert Saleh. All right, so yeah, he's an offense coordinator. I mean, you have Aaron Rodgers. Wait, hold up. I thought Neil Hackett. Who's Neil Hackett? The offense, defense. Jets offense finish, and is he an offense defense coordinator? I guess he's an offensive coordinator. Now I'm confused because I thought he was a defense coordinator. I mean, I thought Hackett was the offense. Okay, let me do that, bro. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Copy, paste this. Who is this guy? Is he the offense or defense? He is a coach, a former linebacker coach. Oh, defense coordinator. Okay. So I thought Hackett was the offense because that's Aaron Rodgers' boy. You know, I'll be honest with you. The Jets always have a good defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's, a headline type of guy. Packers, Adam. Wait, hold up. Is this the replacement for, what's his name? Oh, I forget the guy's name. He's so trash. Defense coordinator last year for the Packers. No, this guy is... It looks like he's an offensive line. He's an offensive coach. Okay, never mind. He's the offensive... Wait, no. 2 seasons. Okay, who are you? Are you an offensive or defensive guy? Because Barry. Matthew... Not Matthew Barry. Something Barry. Who was trash last year for them. Yeah, that does not help me at all. He's a football coach, former offensive tackle, who is the offense coordinator. Okay, so he's the offense coordinator. Man, you took over a really good job, didn't you, buddy? Because now you got, obviously, Jordan Love. Those Packers, I swear, there needs to be some, corruption looked into, because they went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to now having, what's his name, Jordan Love. Something going on there, man. Anyway, Dan Pitcher is it's second to last guy, I guess. Again, Dan Pitcher, man, I love Dan Pitcher, obviously. But Zach Taylor calls this offense, dude. And he might get a lot of credit when we go win the Super Bowl. He probably will. But at the end of the day, it's like, he calls 3 plays, Zach calls what plays he likes. Zach's already been vocal. He'll give up some of the, control in the spring, like in training camp, but he's not going to give up any control in the season. He's not. There was rumors of Dave that he was going to give up control to Brian if he didn't leave. And Zach shut those rumors down. He was never going to give up control. He wants to be the offense coordinator. So, I always see, again, I love Dan, but I feel like all the offense coordinators for the Bengals are just puppets for Zach's offense coordinator job. And it's funny, too, because Zach is, in my opinion, one of the best head coaches in the NFL. He's a great leader. He's a great man. He's a great everything. It's just he's not a good offense coordinator. But he wants control, and he'll forever have the control of the offense coordinator job. It's an interesting cat and mouse game. And then we have the Texans guy, which is, I'm going to guess, their offense coordinator. Yeah, because I would assume he's their offense coordinator. I know D'Amico Ryans obviously is their head coach, but D'Amico Ryans is also a defensive guy. He's a linebacker in the NFL. No, this is their defense coordinator. Ooh, that's another interesting situation. When you have your, defense coordinator, but you also have your head coach who is a defense coordinator. That's interesting. Well, not a defense coordinator, but more of a defensive guy. It's kind of hard to hey, I'm going to call this play, and then your coach is like, no. I know better. You're not doing it. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I think Dan Pitcher is going to be great, but I think Frank Pollack, if we do really good on the offensive line, he's going to get a lot of credit for that. Maybe not credit, maybe not stuff he deserves, but he's going to get it. He's going to get it. Peace out, guys.